This is Chrissy Cooking at Home. I am Chrissy. Not a cooking video. I owe you several cooking videos. I'm hoping to film one today, but this is not it. This is my rambling on what I call life update. So if you're not new, thank you for coming back to hear me ramble. If you're new, get ready for a rambling. And what do I do in life update? If you're not new, you know. If you're new, I do dishes. I do not have an electronic dishwasher, so I wash by hand. So I don't have a ton of dishes, but they need to be done so I can get ready to make lunch. That's what I hope to film today. It's a recipe I have perfected. It's a fish recipe because Sweetheart and I love fish. So what's been going on? You know, I honestly don't remember the last thing I talked to you about. I'm sorry. This is terrible. So much has been going on. No longer doing the co-op. Don't know if I've told you. Just really wasn't working out. Just things, you know, some things in life just don't work out the way you plan and the way you hope. And as much as it can break your heart, sometimes you just have to move on. You have to do what's best for you and what's best for your family and move on. And in some situations, you need to grieve over the loss. And that's what I did. I grieved over the loss of the situation because I worked really hard on prepping for that co-op class that I was doing. And I'm just not doing it anymore. I mean, Logan's still homeschooled, but just not doing that co-op. And at the moment, I'm not searching for a co-op. It's, you know, it's now December 1st. December. Christmas is coming. Logan's birthday is coming. Just not the right time to look for a co-op to suit our schooling technique, our schooling needs, especially with his autism and his OCD and his anxieties with people. It's just, no, we're not going there. And then, you know, little Miss Nellie, she's 7 months now. So that's why I've not been posting. I'm so terribly sorry. We've been so super busy with that co-op before, and then adjusting to not doing the co-op and catching up on other stuff. And then little Miss Nellie started PT, doing her PT stuff, and you know, she's a busy little bee because she's 7 months, so keeping up on her stuff. And you know, I am a stay-at-home mom, so I have my household duties, and I am disabled, so I have my own health issues. So we got a new household member, a little puppy. Well, he's like a puppy. He's a 1.5 years old, a puggle mutt mix rescue. He has had a horrible life. So we'll be starting some special training classes for him, hopefully in the next month or so, to help him, help us help him. You know, that kind of thing. Oh, there's my cow. Watch out. If you're a Star Wars fan, you might recognize his name, Babu Frick. He's a character from Star Wars. I mean, obviously not one of the main characters. He looks like a Babu Frick. You want to see him? Isn't he the cutest? He looks like a Babu Frick too. Yeah. So he's got anxieties and separation anxiety and some mild behavioral issues from his previous treatment. He's about 1.5 years old. Come on, get down. Get on now. Go on. Go play. So I thought I'd update you because everybody's asleep right now. And I need to get dishes done so I can get lunch done. I got laundry going. I got to sort through Nellie's clothes. Take out the small stuff, put in bigger stuff. You know, that kind of thing. Never ending for a stay-at-home mom. Never ending. It's just that kind of life, you know? So that's what's going on with the homeschool co-op. Logan will be 13 this month. He's got quite the birthday present list going. The little turd. He set his list for me. I wrote everything down so I could put it in my spreadsheet and set a budget. Because like normal people, I have a budget and I work within it. And I do it in Excel. I love Excel. So then, what's he do? He adds stuff to it. He doesn't tell me that he added stuff to it. So I go to start buying stuff little by little, and I notice there's stuff in the list that was in the Amazon list that was not on my spreadsheet. So I look at my written list that I hang on to. It's not written down either. So I confront him about it. Well, yeah, I added to it. You little turd. He totally screwed up my list. I said, I will try my best to get everything on the list. Do not add more. Don't do it. Without talking to me first, at least. So, working on it. And then I go through and start looking at shipping dates. The kid added something that takes a month. It has a month shipping date to get here. It will not get here in time for his birthday. Now, if I started working on this in October, which I don't do, then yeah, it would have gotten here in time for his birthday. Am I going to have to start working on his birthday in October? I was so busy in October. I never start his birthday presents in October. His birthday is December 15th. I start November 1st. And then I have him make his list. And then I write down the list. And then I put it in the spreadsheet. And then I calculate the budget. And then I go through my family finance budget spreadsheet. And then I start calculating which presents will be bought when with the family budget. And then I thought, you know, I better go check the shipping dates on these and put that in my spreadsheet to see what should be ordered when by ship date, not just by price. And then that's when I saw the one was a month. I mean, the ones that are 2 weeks, no biggie. But a month, I'm like, oh, crud. Because I'd already ordered stuff. And I was like, that one's not gonna... That one has to wait. Crud. So, took some talking. I'm like, can we move that one to, like, something else? Like, can you move that to, like, your allowance list that you can buy with your own money for allowance? Now, I know this might sound weird to you that he's picking his birthday stuff and he knows exactly what he's getting, but you need to understand the scope of his anxiety. He cannot handle surprises, not even good surprises. The anxiety this child has suffered his whole life. I mean, his whole life. I can think back to all the way back to when he was about 18 months old. The anxiety he has suffered that has been crippling. It's astronomical. So, it had eventually turned into, you pick exactly what you want for Christmas, exactly what you want for your birthday, and that's exactly what you're going to get. Now, in the last couple of years, We have added some surprises, mild, small, that are from a list of things that he can expect. It's not everything off the list, but it's from a list of things that he could expect he may get or he may not get. That's the kind of surprise. That way his dad and I can give him a surprise, because it's kind of ruining it for his dad and I. It's unique. We're hoping his sister, little Miss Nellie, will enjoy surprises and not be so crippled by them, not be crippled by anxiety the way Logan is. The anxieties he has is over many things: surprises, social situations, number of people around him. We're trying to prevent agoraphobia. I mean, it's gotten close a few times, but we're trying. I gotta rinse. I'm gonna pause. Unpause button didn't want to work. If you're new, the reason I paused to rinse dishes is the microphone picks up my faucet better than it picks up me. Honestly. I mean, it's ridiculous. It's my new faucet. I don't fully understand it. Anyways, that's the Logan situation. He's come so far. His anxieties are better than they ever have been, but it's because we've figured out how to prevent, like the no surprises on birthday or Christmas. That kind of thing. If we can help him know what to expect, he can deal with the situation, any situation. If we can help him know what to expect. We started that with a book called Social Stories, I think it was called, when he was a toddler. His developmental pediatrician recommended it when he was on the verge of diagnosing him at 2 with the autism. It was his psychologist, not psychiatrist, psychologist that diagnosed him with autism at the age of 4. They wanted to hold off. And I get it. They wanted to wait and see. So instead of diagnosing him with autism, they diagnosed him with 7 different things. I was like, really? You want it to be just easier to just autistic? No. So now he's autistic with 7 diagnoses on top of it. Really, couldn't we just started with autism and just had 1? But I guess not. Whatever. Anyways, so Miss Nellie's doing fantastic. I just ordered her a Christmas present from eBay. I do not do eBay, so this was the first for me. I did it as guest. I did not register an account. I paid through my PayPal instead of using my debit card. It's a 1972 vintage Apple toy. It chimes. When you rock it back and forth, it chimes. She plays with it in physical therapy, and it has encouraged her to do so much. Because she's a stubborn girl. If she doesn't, she's like George was. If she doesn't feel like doing it, she's not going to do it, and you can't make her. She's not going to perform for you just because you're encouraging her or asking her or showing her to do something. If she doesn't feel like doing it, she's not going to do it. But this little Apple toy, she likes it so much, and she wants to play with it so much. She does what we want her to do. She shows us, and she shows the PT that she can roll over, that she can scoot on her belly. She's trying to crawl. Because of this Apple toy. So then I showed Peeps PT how to search for it using Google Photos. Took a photo of it. And searched for it. Found it on eBay and Etsy, which I don't shop Etsy either. Well, that's all the dishes. She was thrilled that she could do something like that. I was like, isn't that the coolest feature? It can get annoying though if you accidentally hit the button numerous times in a row, but it's a cool feature. Just cleaning my counter. So I found it, and you know, for a vintage toy, there's a lot of them out there, a lot more than I expected to be, and for shipping it to me all together, it came to like $30. Okay, not the most expensive thing for her that I could get. There's this toy at Sam's Club I want to get her that's like $50, so it's vintage. It stood the test of time. This one's still being played with at the therapy center by not only her but other kids. So, you know, it's like that kind of thing. And you know, she's gonna be 8 months at Christmas, 8 months old. I want to get her toys that she'll be encouraged to use when we do our playtime here, to work on her PT stuff to help with her high tone. And I have some things that she likes, but nothing like she likes this apple toy. So I want to get her stuff that will encourage her to do things that she should be doing, not just lay there like a lump because I want her to do something and she's not in the mood. I gotta catch her in the mood. That's not how PT works. Well, it does for her, and it did for her brother George. You gotta catch him in the mood. If he didn't feel like doing something, he laid there like a lump. He did things when he wanted to. And if you called him out on it, he laughed in your face. That was King George. And we're finding that Miss Nellie Elizabeth is a queen. She is Miss Queen Nellie Elizabeth. So I say that all the time to Sweetheart. I'm like, well, we did give her Queen Elizabeth's name there for her middle name. She is like a queen, not a princess. No, no, no. Queen. Queen. Quick update. My cardiologist is happy with the fact that I am following recommendations for salt intake and wearing my compression stockings. And as long as I do that, I do not have episodes. And I did find that when I did not follow that, I am having episodes again. My neurologist increased one of my brain pain medications because I do have excess fluid on my brain called intracranial hypertension that causes severe headaches and migraines, and I've been having a lot of that. So she increased one of my meds, and that med makes me not hungry. It gives me no appetite, and I have no appetite, so I forget to eat. And when I forget to eat, I don't get the salt. When I don't get the salt, my blood pressure drops. Cardiologist recommended at the last appointment, before this medication was increased, before I started having drops again, that if I was to have any more drops, to drink Kinder Light. I don't know if you know what that is. I'd never heard of it before. I only knew of Pedialyte and the generic forms of that. Kinder Light. It's medical grade. 35% more electrolytes plus immune support. On the back it says, where did it say? What did it say? It says something about sodium. Uh, 30% more electrolyte sodium versus leading advanced and original electrolyte brands. So it contains a lot more sodium. There it is, electrolyte sodium in Kinder Light compared to other beverages. I mean, it shows a lot. It shows a lot. This is the Kinder Light sodium. And that's what I need, is sodium. Kinder Light, so I need sodium. And sodium plus water, when you eat salt naturally, because your body needs salt and your body needs water, it turns to electrolytes and keeps you hydrated. I drink a lot of water. My meds keep me thirsty. I drink a lot of water. I drink a lot of fluids. I'm thirsty right now. But I forget to eat. I don't eat the salt. And then when I do eat, I don't eat much salt. So I'm not staying properly hydrated. Like, I'm not keeping electrolytes. So I need salt. So when I had a BP drop, blood pressure drop, and I collapsed on Nellie's nursery floor, Logan brought me, I had a Kinder Light on hand. He brought me the Kinder Light. I drank from here to here with a straw on the floor, and my blood pressure came up. I was able to sit up. And then I drank from here to just a little bit down to here. I was able to stand up and walk from her room to the living room, which isn't very far. Our home is not very big. And sit. And then I just spent the rest of the day drinking the rest of this bottle. Because it says the whole bottle is only 17 carbs. So, because I can't have a lot of sugar because of my weight loss surgery. So, it's good. It has 1,730 grams of sodium for the whole thing. For a 12-ounce serving, it's 620 grams of sodium. This whole thing is my daily dose of sodium. So I was good when I drank the whole thing, because so I got another one to have on hand. The first one I had lemon lime. It was very tasty. I liked it. This one is raspberry lemonade. So I'm expecting to like it too. It's about $5 at Walmart. I consider it life-saving, so I'm going to keep it on hand. At least one. And I think every time I go to the store, I'm going to grab another one, just throw it in the cart, and just keep building stockpile. Because when the kids get sick, it's like Pedialyte, just better. And give them Kinder Light. And it's not a lot of carbs, so Logan can have it when he's sick. Just punch in the carbs in his pump for his insulin. And there you go. If you're new, Logan is a type 1 diabetic with Hashimoto's thyroiditis and a severe vitamin D deficiency. If you're not new, there's a reminder. I keep looking at my face and not you. I'm so sorry. I think that's everything. Yep. So hopefully I will remember to whip out the equipment and film my recipe today for this lovely hunk of this trout. Lovely hunk of trout. Gonna film that in about an hour. Thinking salt and vinegar potatoes. Maybe some pimento green beans. I don't know. Something to go with it, maybe. I don't know. All right. Enough rambling. It's enough rambling. I gotta rinse the dishes. Nellie's sleeping. Logan's napping. Al's napping. So maybe I'll sit down for a few minutes. Who would have thunk? Till next time.